So there's been a lot of consternation and debate over this letter that was signed by a bunch of AI people, although they were largely affiliated with Elon Musk and the so-called long-termists. These are people who have long been arguing that superintelligent AI could become an existential threat to humanity. Now, I am not necessarily saying that that is a ridiculous idea, although I think they are overestimating how close we are to that point. But what I do find amusing is the simplistic nature of the arguments that they often use. So for example, one of the ideas I've seen is, what if you had an AI whose goal was to maximize production of paper clips, and it became super intelligent and decided to convert the entire world into a paperclip manufacturing facility? I think there's a fundamental misunderstanding of what superintelligence would be. In my view, superintelligence by definition is going to be incomprehensible to us. Even if we could create it in the near term, it would not operate in ways that, make sense to us. And the idea of like a paperclip AI is based on a notion of kind of simplistic notion, mechanistic idea of how these systems function. In order to create superintelligence, you actually have to build up higher and higher levels of cognitive abstraction. That's what they're already doing. That's what neural networks do even today. And as we've already seen, that means that they are going to be somewhat fuzzy, error prone, and they're not going to stick to a simple, simplistic goal. Once you had an AI that was super intelligent enough to outsmart humans and somehow cause our destruction or conversion into paperclip manufacturing, it would also have the ability to rewrite its own goal system. It would be using high-level cognitive constructs in order to kind of meta-ize all of its goals. Otherwise, it wouldn't be super intelligent. It wouldn't be capable of carrying this task out. I talked about this before, but Arthur C. Clarke wrote 2001, and it had two interesting ideas in it. One is that HAL 9000 would be mostly infallible, and that is clearly not how AI is now. And I actually think it's impossible to build a super intelligent AI that is infallible. The nature of intelligence is it's trying to grapple with the world, but it has to use constructs that are somewhat imprecise. That's the nature of these neural networks. That's how they work. They're going to act a lot more like fallible humans than like machines that do something mindlessly. But Clarke also depicted aliens as somehow incomprehensible. I think that is a much more likely outcome to superintelligence. I don't think we can predict what they will do.